today on College Football 26, I'm going to be doing somewhat of a coach career, I think you could call it. Yeah, let's call it that. But every year, no matter what the outcome is, I am forced to leave the team I have chosen or whatever. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm just going to give myself 10 years, see if I can win a national championship. If I don't, I guess I lose the challenge or something. I don't really know. I don't really have a punishment. There's not really any punishments I can do. But anyway, we're just going to randomize a team. I think we should go 3-star teams only, maybe 2 stars. No, let's just go. Sorry for the long pause there, but let's just go with random team 3, 2, 1. We get the Cincinnati Bearcats. Sorry for the delayed little thing there, but whatever. We're just going to create a new head coach. Do I go motivator, tactician, or recruiter? I'm definitely not going recruiter because that's just BS. So we're going either motivator or tactician, which is players' ratings on game day boost on tactician. And a motivator would just be player upgrades every season, but we're changing teams every season. So let's go with tactician instead of motivator. Because, yeah, I feel like that'd be the smarter option. But here's my custom coach. We have head coach, ball. Because he knows ball. Trust me. But anyway, I'm going to put a wheel up on screen. I'm going to be randomizing literally everything. Literally everything. Don't know why I had to say that twice, but we're not just going to go offense playbook Cincinnati. Let's go with a different thing. I have to get the wheel up really quick. And the wheel has already spun by now, and it landed on Michigan, and I already put the thing up there, so I don't know why I need to say that twice. But anyway, we get Michigan's playbook. I just did that in my last video, by the way, which was the hell schedule video, which episode 2 is probably going to come out after this video. Not a day after, probably 2 days after, unfortunately, but we just got a 3-4 defense. But anyway, the next wheel spin we're going to get for our alma mater, we're going to land on North Carolina. I feel like, it doesn't really matter, honestly. It's just a alma mater. It doesn't really matter. Our pipeline will go North Carolina as well, I guess. Or do they even have North Carolina on here? I think it's like some things they don't, some things they do, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. Okay, they do have North Carolina. I saw it there. I went past it, but demeanor, I'm just going to randomize it. We get intensed for the stance. I said intensed. We get hands on knees for the stance and adaptive AI. I don't know if this changes anything, but we're going to get reactive schemer. I don't know what any of those are, but our no huddle style is going to be conservative. Okay. But what is our offensive coach aggressiveness? We got in random numbers anyway, 1 through 100. And we're going to land on 38. Okay, that's... I don't know if that's good or not. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, defensive aggressiveness now. Hopefully it's better than a 38. I guess. Nope, it's going to be a 10. Okay, that's not the greatest. Now we're going to do our coach's build, which I'm just going to make him heavy, which our weight is going to be 321 pounds. For a 6-foot guy, obviously that's heavy as hell, but we're just going to make him 620. Obviously, you got to make him 7 foot tall. I said 6 foot there, but hey, I guess it doesn't matter. But anyway, our head, what is our head? Okay, that's boring. It's just going to be number 3, which I just realized I chose number 2, not number 3. The gear doesn't matter or whatever. So with that, let's just get into year number 1. They went 5-7 last year, so I guess they would need a new head coach, which your goal is to make a bowl game. You haven't done that in 2 years, but anyway, I'm just going to simulate the mid-season. As year number 1, we get a Mike linebacker, a 4-star Mike linebacker, which I don't know why I did recruiting in these early few things, because honestly, I don't really think it would matter because we're only doing 1 year. But I also have a 5-star that I'm first for, and then 3 3-stars that I'm going after. But we ended up 4-2 on mid-season, which for mid-season, I just go to my first 6 games. Somehow we lost to Bowling Green in Kansas, but upset all these really good teams. I don't know what EA was thinking there or whatever, but it happened. But anyway, we have a pretty hard schedule ahead of us. So, I think we can maybe sneak out 7 to 8 wins, maybe. I don't think so, though. But anyway, as for stats, our quarterback here, Brendan Sorsby, which his deal breaker doesn't really matter. I was going to say it really matters, but it doesn't. But 56% completion percentage and 1,800 yards, 511 yards for our rushing. Our rushing's doing pretty good. Our receiving's doing okay. Our defense, I guess it's looking pretty solid, I guess. But Anyway, let's get into the end of the season as Kevin Jennings ended up winning the Heisman. Sorry, I was a little early there, but he had 3,702 yards, 30 touchdowns, a 66% completion percentage. But we did end up making a bowl game. We're going to be playing the New Mexico Bowl against the Southern Mississippi Eagles, so that's really fun. But we have to check our job offers. But first of all, we went 8-4 on the season, just so you know. Only 2 losses coming to Utah and Baylor. And the other 2 teams before, which what was it? Kansas and Bowling Green, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, here, early national signing day. Let's see my recruiting class, which Cincinnati, I brought them to the top 20th class. Okay, 11 guys, 1 5-star, 4 4-stars, and 6 3-stars. So that's a really good recruiting class for year number 1 for me. Obviously, not the greatest for anyone else, but we have Syracuse, Northwestern, Mississippi State, and Wyoming. Syracuse is our only head coach offer, which, by the way, if we're a coordinator, it does not count if we win a national championship as a coordinator. But I think I'm going to go ahead and sign with Syracuse here. I feel like that's our best option out of the 4 offers. Maybe I could have waited to week 2 for Coach Carousel, but I don't think that would I think that would actually get us worse offers, I'm pretty sure. But I'm just going 1 by 1 for my positions for my tactician board thing. Because, I mean, if we're changing teams every year, I mean, it wouldn't make sense just to go by a specific position. Because you could have a 90 overall defensive lineman in 1 year and then have like a 77. Actually, no, that would make sense. But I guess we're actually going to max it out no matter what. Unless I don't get Scheme Guru, I don't know what I'm going to do then. But anyway, let's see if Cincinnati. Let's see if Cincinnati won a bowl game as we did. We won the New York Bowl. That is not what it was called. I don't remember what was it called. What bowl? New Mexico Bowl. That's what it was, right? Yeah, okay, it was the New Mexico Bowl. Oh, I know we lost. I thought we won. We lost 35-20. Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing. But whatever, it does not matter. Here's a look at your college football playoff bracket if you are wondering how that is. But anyway, here, are there any better coach offers than Coach Carousel? I don't think you can get any. No, you cannot. Okay, I was going to say I don't think you can get any. If you're already accepted a head coaching job at a different school, which I already accepted a head coach job at Syracuse, obviously. So, yeah, we're not going to get any offers there. But anyway, here, Syracuse went 3-9 last season. There are 76 overall, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I only got a quick glimpse at it. I probably should have stayed on that longer. But anyway, college football national championship. It would go to Alabama over Tulane. Tulane made it to a national championship. They lost to Alabama 55-23. What a game that was. But anyway, here, we're just going to get into the draft results, the players leaving, all that good fun stuff. But anyway, they have a 2-star strong safety they're going after. I don't know why I said strong safety. That said running back. My bad. But anyway, here, oh my gosh, that is a lot of players leaving. We're just going to get our top 2 guys, see if they want to stay. No, Steve Angeli. I said see if they want to stay. No, I meant stay. See if they want to stay. I was thinking of Steve Angeli, so I actually said stay if they want to stay. But anyway, here, let's get into draft results. I'm assuming we wouldn't get any draft results, honestly, because, I mean, we're Syracuse. And as of now, they don't really have a lot of guys that could be drafted high, but yeah, no, I don't think we're going to get any draft. But anyway, let's see. Moment of truth now. Moment of truth. But no, we're not going to get anyone. But we're at 81 overall now. That is pretty solid for a team that went 3-9. I mean, to be fair here, I don't know why I went to the Big Ten. We're in the ACC. I don't know why I did that. We're last in the ACC, though. Only 2 3-stars. I was going to say maybe we have a good class because, I mean, you already have the top 2 guys that you want. But those were the only guys we have. But yeah, anyway, here, at National Signing Day, I signed a class of 33, I'm pretty sure, no, 34, and they were all pretty solid. I feel like this was a pretty solid recruiting class for Syracuse. We had a star development here in Josiah Thompson, a 3-star left tackle, so he's basically just a 4-star, basically, which is really good. But anyway, Syracuse ended up having the 40th best class. We signed 32 guys. It wasn't 34. I don't know where the other 2 went, but anyway, 3, 4 stars. I was thinking of Cincinnati. We signed 3 4-stars. Sorry for the starter there. That was on me. Cincinnati had a solid recruiting class too. They were the top of the Big 12 because obviously I had some help. I had help with that. I helped contribute towards that. That is what I meant to say. I know what you're wondering. Where are training results? But trust me, training results, they don't really matter unless you want to see like your pluses in overall or whatever. But It only matters when you go to the regular season, which were 78. We were still in 81 at training results, which we were in 81 before this season. So we went down in overall, so that really sucks. I mean, we went 3-9. Not really expecting anything big, but here's a look at our schedule. If you're wondering, it's a pretty hard schedule, I'd say. I think we can actually upset maybe Arkansas and Pitt. UConn's number 18, so that's going to be a hard one. We have to play Notre Dame, Stephen Jelly's former team as well, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, I don't know if we're going to win this, honestly. I don't know if we're going to do good is what I meant to say, not if we're going to win this. We can definitely win at least one game, even if it's just against an FCS school, which let's get into midseason as we're going to be 4-2. Only lost somehow coming to UConn and Virginia after upsetting number 24 SMU, number 23 Pittsburgh, and Arkansas, which is, I mean, it's not ranked, but it's an SEC team. But somehow we lose to Virginia in UConn. I mean, I guess UConn was ranked 18th before they weren't ranked, but they're 3-5 on the season. I don't know why I tried to say 3-2, but anyway, Virginia's 3-3 as well. I don't know how we're doing so bad, but anyway, maybe we can upset Clemson, though, as well, because, I mean, we upset them in real life. I don't know if we upset them in the game last season. Probably not. I mean, we went 3-9, so definitely not. Actually, now that I think about it, I only signed two guys, though. It's one 4-star and one 3-star, a 4-star will linebacker, if you're wondering, for the 4-star. But anyway, we play North Carolina next. This schedule, I mean, I don't know, I already said that, but anyway, 1,780 yards for our quarterback, 17 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. So he's actually really good for a true freshman. Or he's not a true freshman, he's a redshirt freshman, but I mean, that doesn't really matter. I think you can still call somebody a true freshman if they're a redshirt freshman. I don't think you can, though, but anyway, here, our offense is looking pretty iffy. I mean, our quarterback's good, but everything else after that, I don't know if it's the best at all, but anyway, our defense is looking pretty solid, at least. This guy has 3 forced fumbles as a corner. That's crazy. But anyway, we ended up going 9-3. We did end up upsetting Clemson, by the way, 52-49. What a game that must have been. We're actually in the ACC championship against the Florida State Seminoles. So that's actually super surprising. I didn't think we would make an ACC championship only going 93, which, by the way, I might as well say like and subscribe on this video. Turn on post notifications if you never miss a video. I mean, you want to miss a video from me. No, I'm just kidding. No, you don't. But anyway, yeah, like and subscribe to this video 2 to 3 times a week. It's really fun to make, and I really hope you enjoy them if you do watch them. But anyway, Devon Dampier ended up winning the Heisman this year, and we went 10-3. We beat FSU in the ACC championship, I'm pretty sure, but we ended up we're going to match up against Ohio State in the college football playoff. But we did end up upsetting Florida State. We didn't really upset them, but hey, whatever. 42-38. You can see I didn't force one. I didn't play it. Nothing. But yeah, I mean, none of these games are played or force one, but whatever. Anyway, here, as for our final stats on the season, which, I mean, technically we're still playing Ohio State. I mean, Deshaun Purdy, this guy actually came in. So, I mean, I guess that's why we went 9-3, which actually we had 2 losses before, so never mind on that. Our quarterback had 2,400 yards, though. Rushing, this guy had 14 touchdowns. Yasheen Willis, that's a really cool name. We had 2 1,000-yard receivers, so I mean, I take it back when I say we had a horrible offense besides quarterbacks at midseason, so that's on me. Sorry, offense. But anyway, here, we had a really solid defense, as we said, at midseason. I mean, I was kind of expecting kind of the same results, just doubled, I guess you can say. Maybe even tripled. No, it would be doubled. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, how was Syracuse's recruiting class? Or how was my recruiting class? I don't know why I'm saying Syracuse's, which, I mean, I'm Syracuse, but whatever. We had 1 4-stars and 6 3-stars. Not the worst class ever. But anyway, here, that's early National Signing Day again. I keep on clicking the same exact button because I'm not the brightest. That's right. Also, Cincinnati, they signed 13 guys. They have the 22nd best class. So they're definitely struggling without Coach Ball. No, I'm just kidding. They're probably doing better, honestly. I'm not going to lie, but LSU as an offensive coordinator, or I can take Missouri as a head coach. Do I play it safe and go Missouri as a head coach and keep my head coach, or go LSU and risk becoming an offensive coordinator? Or maybe I can go to Nebraska and become an offensive coordinator. I mean, they are 22nd. I mean, is LSU ranked? Is Missouri ranked? No. I don't think so. I mean, Virginia Tech could be good as well. I say, I say we go to... I don't know where we're going to, but anyway, let's just get our mind off it. Just upgrade some of our stuff. We're going to just get Motivator Unlock. I got all of Tactician upgraded, but I think I've made my choice now. Sorry that took forever. That's on me. But anyway, I think I'm going to take the offer for LSU. That's right. I'm going to LSU. I'm becoming an offensive coordinator. I probably should have went to Nebraska. I'm not going to lie, but LSU, it's a new opportunity or something. I don't know, some bull like that. Some stupid stuff like that. And I want to see how LSU did as they ended up going 7-5. Okay, so that's not actually the worst season ever. Now we got to get into this bowl game against the Ohio State Buckeyes, which, I mean, I'm not expecting to win at all. So we're just going to simulate to next week, and obviously we're going to lose by 40, which, yeah, we lost. We're 10-4 now. But how bad did we lose? I don't think we're going to lose the worst. I think we actually put up a solid game, I hope. I don't know if we put up a solid game or not, but let's check the college football playoff bracket. I don't know why I went into the scores and schedules. But hey, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we lost 38-14. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting nothing good there. I wasn't expecting anything good. Zero good stuff. I want to check the coach carousel again. I just want to see. I know you can't. I know that's like a confirmed thing. But I want to just make sure every time. It's like going into your fridge and looking for food, but like you expect it to be there, but it's not or something. That was horrible. I'm just going to say it. Just straight up, that was bad. That's on me. I own up to my mistake. But anyway, on the national championship, Ohio State ended up winning it over Georgia 38-35. What a game that must have been. The last three national championships were absolute cinema. Or sorry, last two national championships. And as an offensive coordinator, I might have to go. No. Okay, you know what? I was gonna make this the whole thing, but I'm not gonna do it. We're not going auto recruiting, which I've said it multiple times on this channel before. I have 2 videos backing up my response or whatever. Auto recruitment is horrible, no matter how good you are. I mean, Brian Kelly's our head coach, so I mean, maybe he could be good. He's a level 80 program builder, but no, don't fall for the propaganda. Even somebody like Ryan Day or Kirby Smart. Not even them. Not even they. They even sign like only 10 guys a recruiting class. And that's using the transfer portal as well, which they're 2 guys that would always use the transfer portal. They're known for it or something like that. I don't know if they are or not. I do not know ball. I've never called myself a ball knower, except for when it's different sports, because I don't know this sport. I know what you're thinking. Why are you a college football YouTuber then? Well, I don't know, because it's fun. It's just... The Dynasty is just better. That's all you need to know. Okay, the Dynasty is just better than any other sports game, because you have much more customization. It's like a sandbox mode almost. Whereas you compare it to these other franchise and Dynasty, whatever you want to call it, modes in NHL, NBA, MLB, and even FIFA. I mean, it's just, I feel like college football and Madden do it the best. And I'm a franchise mode guru, so I mean, it's my favorite mode. So I know my way around a franchise game mode. But that doesn't matter. Anyway, here, LSU has the 12th best class. Sorry for the little yap sesh there. But sorry for the cut there. But let's get into National Signing Day, as I signed a whole class of 32. All these guys, nobody left. Because I'm just the GOAT. But we signed the 10th best class here. We signed 1 5-star, 14 4-stars, and 17 3-stars. We signed a bit too many 3-stars, in my opinion. I always sign too many 3-stars. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we actually signed CJ Carr, so I think that's really cool. Notre Dame legend. We're signing all the former Notre Dame quarterbacks, I guess. But yeah, anyway, let's check our overall at National Signing Day, which once again, it doesn't really matter, as I said earlier in the video. But anyway, we're going to be a 94. And our team's looking really solid. We have a few 90s. CJ Carr is going to be an 86. Oh, Michael Van Buren Jr. He played for Mississippi State last year, right? In real life last year, not this last year. But anyway, here we have a really solid team, in my opinion. I feel like we can win a national championship this year, even if it doesn't matter. But we're still going to be a 94 year, the regular season. I just feel like we win a national championship this year, and then we go on to be a head coach, and then we win another national championship. That's my prediction. Even though it's a horrible prediction, it's 100% not going to happen. I think it could happen, even though I just said it's 100% not going to happen. But, oh, we have Syracuse. Wait, I have an idea. What if we schedule Cincinnati Yeah, we just have to schedule Cincinnati, that's all. And then we schedule Syracuse back-to-back weeks, so Coach Ball has both of his former teams to play against. That's a W idea. That's a very W idea, as the kids would say. A W idea. I don't know words, okay? Don't judge me. But anyway, we have to schedule UTSA as we had it in the actual season, but oh my gosh, we end up our last 3 games against Texas A&M, Georgia, and then Texas, not Tennessee. Oh my gosh, that's going to be fun. But anyway, here, let's get into midseason as we actually have some signings too. We have Joe Rodriguez, a 4-star running back, Marco Doyle, a 5-star tight end. That's going to be all. I have 2 other 5-stars I'm going over. But we are 7-0. 7-0 is what I meant to say. That's on me. We have Auburn up next. But anyway, let's take a look at our recruiting class. My recruiting class that I have so far. We're actually not top 10, which is actually kind of surprising at Miami. We only signed 3 guys, so actually never mind. 3 5-stars and 1 2-star. Sorry, no, 1 3-star. No, 1 5-star and 2 4-stars is what I meant to say. But we're 7-0. Really good season. We actually had a 63-21 against Tennessee. I was going to jump into that one because I was like, you know what? I'll just give myself a free pass. You know, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, we won 31-21 against Cincinnati and 35-21 against Syracuse. These last 5 games, I'm not really looking forward to them. I'm not going to actually, no, it's last 5 games. What am I on about? Anyway, here, let's check our rosters, our stats. 1,821 yards from CJ Carr, 18 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. So he's actually doing very, very good. Our rushing isn't looking the best. I mean, I guess it's solid. Our receiving, we have 4 400-yard receivers. So that's actually really, really good. But anyway, our defense, I'm not good with defense, so I'm just going to say it's solid every time. So, yeah, that is on me. But anyway, let's get into the final season. The end of the season, which we signed a 4-star. We're 3rd for these guys now for some reason. But anyway, we ended up going 10-2. Let me guess, we lost our last 2 games against Texas and Georgia, didn't we? Yep, I guessed it. 42-34 and 28-21. And now we have Georgia in the SEC Championship. I did not mean to force one there. I did not force one anything. Trust me. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I didn't, so don't worry. But anyway, let's hope for 11-2 at bowl games, which, I think we're definitely going to win this one. I feel like that Georgia game was a fluke. They definitely cheated. Oh my gosh, what happened here? That's a decommit? Did they decommit? I feel like I've had those guys before. No, we probably didn't. But anyway, we actually won the SEC Championship as a Georgia wide receiver actually won the Heisman. So that's really cool, I guess. But anyway, we're going to be playing Auburn in the college football playoff. Hopefully we don't lose. We beat them in real life. So, I guess I'm not worried. I guess that's probably not accurate. But anyway, how did we do against Georgia? I don't know why I said who do we do. But anyway, we won 45-30 there. No force win, no play game. Which, you saw it was unedited. So, it doesn't really matter if I played it or not, you would see. But anyway, here we have the 13th. 13th best class. 3 5-stars, 8 4-stars, and no 3-stars. So that's really good. That's going to boost LSU up. So honestly, I don't know why I'm recruiting still. I'm just doing it for the love of the game, I guess. I can go to my Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets as an offensive coordinator, but I feel like Missouri is my best option because I don't want to be an offensive coordinator again, unfortunately. Sorry. And I can't go to the same school again. I can't go to Syracuse, unfortunately. Sorry, Syracuse fans, but I can't go to the same team two times. But anyway, here, I want to see my all openings. Okay, so you can't. You can't do that. You can't go to a team that doesn't offer you that. No shit. No shit, you can't go to a team that doesn't offer you. What am I thinking? What am I saying? What was my thought process when recording this video? I have no clue. I'm thinking of going to Indiana, though. Missouri's actually offered us 2 times in a row, so I'm actually thinking of going to Missouri. I can't go to Syracuse again, as I just said, but I'm actually thinking Missouri over Indiana. Then I actually ended up simulating to the next week, so I have to take my week 2 offers. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Oh, Southern Miss is ranked 25, I guess, and FIU is ranked 15th, but these teams suck. These teams are just not good, in my opinion, at least. I know Southern Miss, I guess they could be good, but in real life, they kind of sucked. Weren't they 1-11 in real life? They were the Kent State of the Sun Belt or something like that. But I actually think I should go to them, I guess, because they're a 67. I'm going to end up going to them. I'm going to go to them. That might be the worst idea I've ever made. Oh, they've won 30 games in the last 3 years. Well, this might be a really good idea. Wait, this might be a really good idea. I think this is a really good idea. I know it's going to be a really good idea now that I say it. It's going to be a good idea. Just trust me. But anyway, how do we look in Southern Miss gear for Coach Ball? We're still at 67. Okay, I didn't think we would go up in overall, which we did not, obviously. But he's looking clean. That was super dumb. But anyway, Clemson went on winning the national championship over Auburn, 31-24. Dabo Sweeney. I've been trying to think of his name this entire video. I was like, what if we get Clemson because Dabo Sweeney? But no, he's good in this game for whatever reason, because like I said, sandbox mode, so EA doesn't really have any realism in their games. But anyway, here, Coach Ball, we're just going to keep on upgrading his skills just one by one because I don't have a strategy. And I just realized I'm an offensive coordinator. I'm not even a head coach. I didn't even realize that. I mean, I know I was an offensive coordinator at LSU. I didn't know I was going to be an offensive coordinator at Southern Mississippi, though. As I ended up just skipping to National Signing Day, as we had 16 total guys, it was actually really harder to recruit in this conference than I thought it would be for somehow, because I only signed 4 guys more than what Southern Miss's old head coach, whatever their CPU was, than how they did. But I'm actually going to turn on auto recruiter. I mean, yeah, it's Southern Miss, so yeah, I'm going to turn on auto recruiter. It would add a little bit of realism, I guess. But we're a 72 overall at training results. We're probably still going to be a 72. Oh, wait, no, this is the regular season. I thought it was training results. That's how we have Indiana, FCS West, Middle Tennessee, and USF. Do they just, like, the one season I joined, they don't want us to win 10 games. After winning 10 games, like, every year, I don't know why I sent to week 1 there. I meant to send to the end of the season, but hey, whatever. Julian Lewis on Alabama would end up winning the Heisman, 3,700 yards and 38 touchdowns. As this, I did turn on auto recruiter, as I just said, but whatever. We're going to end up playing Ball State in the 68 Ventures Bowl as we went 9-3. I mean, I guess we can still go get 10 wins, as, I mean, I was going to say we're not going to get 10 wins the one time I joined, but we can still get our 10th win against Ball State, which, I mean, I feel like it's given. I feel like that's a given, but let's view our job offers for year number 5, I'm pretty sure, but Vanderbilt, Virginia, FAU, I'm just, wait, what was the other one? Charlotte, okay, Virginia, though. I'm thinking of going to Virginia, but I'm also thinking of going to Vanderbilt, going back to the SEC, maybe. I mean, they're all Power 5, except for FAU and Charlotte, obviously, but they're all Power 5. But I'm thinking of going to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is one of those teams that, like, every 5 years, they shock somebody. As we saw last year, Diego Pavia, he was a very great coach for this Vanderbilt team. And they also beat my Yellow Jackets in the Birmingham Bowl, unfortunately. But we're going to end up, I didn't see it. Did we end up winning or losing? We're going to end up winning the 68 Ventures Bowl over the Ball State Cardinals. Speaking of Ball State, if you haven't seen my last video, I did a college football hell schedule with the Ball State Cardinals. I only did the first 2 years, so I mean, it's not really that big. But, I mean, I shouldn't be honest with you. I should just clickbait it. In that video, I ended up going 10-2 against every ranked team in college football 26. I actually did the opposite. I went 2-10. Sorry for the spoiler there, but go ahead and watch that. I thought it was a really fun video to record. I feel like you're going to love it. I know you're going to love it, as a matter of fact. But let's see Coach Ball in a Vanderbilt uniform looking like a snack. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said that. He's looking beautiful. That's all you need to know. But we got all of our offense maxed out for his motivator coach tree. Which, I mean, I was going to say... No, never mind. That wouldn't matter. Anyway, Alabama ended up winning the national championship over Michigan, 38-26 this year. As I ended up just simulating to the end of the recruiting cycle, as we only signed 18 guys, 5 3-stars and 13 2-stars. Not the greatest, once again. Is at the beginning of the regular season, we're still a 71, which I'm going to say it this year... I'm going to be locked in. I'm going to be locked in now. I'm turning on auto recruiter for the rest of the video, okay? I'm going to be locked in on the season now. I'm only going to be doing, not recruiting. I'm just going to be playing. I'm just going to be simulating, I meant. Not playing. I can't play. I already said that rule. I can't play a single game. But we ended up making a bowl game. We're going to play the Birmingham Bowl. Unfortunately, I'm getting PTSD from that against SMU. And we went 7-5. Oh, gosh, that's even more PTSD. But, oh, my goodness, these offers suck. Oh my gosh. I mean, Maryland's not the worst. I mean, they went 6-6 a lot of years. Almost went 6-6 3 years in a row. That would have been devil. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, here, I'm not even gonna look if we won a bowl game or not. That's like the past. If we didn't make a college football playoff spot, I'm just simulating to the end of the season, okay? Because it doesn't matter. It don't matter because we're leaving after we went 6-7 for Maryland. They looked like they ended up losing a bowl game. USC would end up winning the national championship over Miami this year, so that's really good. Let's get hyped. You have to get hyped. If we're going to win a national championship, we have to get hyped. But anyway, I just got level 1 for D-line, now level 2 because I got the upgrade for Coach Ball for leveling up, which, I mean, obviously, I always state the obvious. I don't know why, but anyway, at the next season, or sorry, no, this isn't next season. At players leaving, we have a lot of players leaving, which, I mean, this actually matters. I was going to say it doesn't matter, but it does matter, as most of them are going to leave. Sean Renfree here, that freshman corner, is going to stay. That freshman left tackle is going to stay as well, and this freshman quarterback's going to stay. I was going to say leave. No, he stayed. But, yeah, that's really good for us. I mean, it's actually not because everybody's transferring out, but, I mean, hey, whatever. As I was going to say, let's get into the regular season, but I guess my recording failed as I accidentally simulated to the first 2 weeks. My bad. But anyway, here's a look at our roster because I forgot to show it. We have a 90 overall cornerback, but then we have a... Oh, my gosh. Okay, no, they didn't. I was going to say that we did the thing where they signed like 5 punters and 5 kickers every recruiting class because of auto-recruiter. And then I realized my coach is a non-auto-recruiter. But anyway, here's a look at our pretty decent lineup. Honestly, I mean, we're 2-0 for a reason, I guess. Who do we win against? We won against Wake Forest, and I don't remember, honestly. But anyway, here's a look at our recruiting class. I actually turned off auto-recruiter, forgot to say that. But anyway, here, we actually ended up going 7-5 on the season. Sorry for the cut, but yeah, we ended up going 7-5 on the season as at early National Signing Day. Let's see how my class is doing. I just wanted to do it because we're in the Big Ten. I just wanted to do it one more time. I'm addicted to recruiting, okay? But we have 10 3-stars. It makes up our entire class. I only looked after 3 stars, my bad. But anyway, here, what is our bowl game? Do we even make a bowl game? Okay, we did. We are going to play Tulane in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Tony the Tiger, shout out Tony. That's my GOAT. I mean, you don't know who I am, like most celebrities. They don't know who you are, man. Stop commenting on their Instagram posts. No, I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want. I do not care. I just don't know why people comment, okay? Don't judge me. I don't know why. But we have a head coach offer for Missouri. They're an 80 overall now. They were like an 82 now that I think of it. Maybe this wasn't the best decision to go to Missouri. I already spoiled it. That's on me. We're going to Missouri. And Missouri actually ended up going 2-10 that last season, but USC ended up winning back-to-back national championships over Penn State, 38-24. Also, Maryland ended up winning that bowl game over... What team was it? I honestly can't remember. But anyway, motivator here, our head coach. We get linebacker up to tier 1, whatever it's called. I don't know. Wait, we're a C+ prestige? We're only a C+. There's no way we're only a C+, right? No shot. We're only a C+. That's like the worst thing ever. That's like the worst BS. Like in the history of BS. So this shocked me. Regular season, we're an 85 overall already somehow. I don't know how we are. Sorry for the little shakes there. You might have heard that. That's on me. But anyway, here's a look at the roster. We're a really solid roster. This might be Mike McPherson here. We have an 88 overall quarterback. We might be one of those teams like USF, except we're not group of 5. I hate to use my favorite team for an example every single time, but Georgia Tech, one of those teams that are not really good. I mean, we have Geoff Collins. Give us a break, okay? But we ended up going 11-1. Our only loss going to 63-28. Tennessee, who went 10-2. Oh my gosh, how do you upset all those good teams and then lose by 40 to Tennessee, who went 10-2? After you win against all these teams that went like 11-1, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I mean, I guess it makes some sense. We have Georgia in the SEC championship, though. I'm not expecting us to win here. We're most likely going to go 11-2 at bowl games. You did not hear that voice crack. You're actually insane. That didn't happen. You're actually asleep right now, so wake up. But anyway, here, 11-2 on the season. Yeah, we lost the SEC championship. Hey, we got a defensive player of the week for our defenseman. I don't know why I said defenseman. This ain't hockey. But anyway, Micah McPherson actually won the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award, so that's really cool. But anyway, we're going to have Clemson in the first round of the college football playoff. Then we have to check out the score against Georgia. We ended up beating them 24-21 in the regular season, but we have to see how we did in the SEC championship, as we lost 38-30. Okay, that's not the worst, I guess. I mean, it's still really, really bad, but I mean, hey, whatever. Anyway, let's view our job offers here. We have Duke, North Carolina, and South Carolina would be our best. My voice is like breaking up now because I've been recording for way too long. I mean, we're 35 minutes in. And I've actually been talking for like 2 hours because, yeah, I have to record all this and then I have to be like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to know. I mean, it's not a hard job. Honestly, it just strains your voice for whatever reason. But anyway, I think we go to Duke because usually they have a very, very good simulation in college football 26, unless somehow we're going to have a letdown somehow in this one simulation, because they're always good in every simulation I play. I don't know how we would be horrible in just this simulation, but it looks like we had an offensive coordinator accept a job offer, I guess. We actually also had a defensive coordinator, I guess. Yeah, no, that's a defense coordinator. Okay, that's a little odd, I guess. But anyway, we lost to Clemson. Okay, I'm not really expecting anything other than that. Honestly, we lost 45-39, so at least we had some close games, I guess. But anyway, it's going to be Oregon and Georgia in the national championship. We'll see who wins. We'll see who wins next season, as we're going to be on Duke. This moment of truth. How good are we at the regular season? We're a 77. They always get up to like a 90 overall, and we're in year number 7 now. How are we not as good as I thought we would be? We have a 93 overall Mike linebacker, though, so I guess that's cool. But anyway, here, or 8-4 at the regular season, or sorry, at the end of the season, not the regular season. That's on me. And we beat Georgia Tech. That's even worse. I thought we would go 11-1 and lose to Georgia Tech, but no, we would not. This is just me yapping about my favorite team at this point. But our quarterback had 3,000 yards, our running back at 800, and we had 2 900-yard receivers. So I guess that's really good. We had a really solid defense. We had 23 TFLs for one guy, 14 sacks for one guy, 4 interceptions for another guy. So we actually had a really solid offense and defense. I mean, I guess only our receiving was good, but our defense was still really solid. But ooh, Florida. I mean, they're an 83. I feel like I have to. Oh my gosh, it's a defensive coordinator job. I didn't even realize that. No! Oh my goodness, bro. But we have Hawaii here in a bowl game for Duke. We'll see who wins that. Actually, I have it right here. Duke actually ended up winning it. We ended up going, 9-4 on the season. But anyway, here, I just simulated straight to the end of the season. We went 11-2 on the season here, and we lost in the SEC championship to Oklahoma 38-31. And I don't know how we're 11-2. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I thought we were 10-2, but no, we were 11-1. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it doesn't even matter if we win a national championship, so I low-key don't really care for this. We just have to get a better job offer. We have to get a better job offer before we die or something like that. But I can't even get Scheme Guru. But we have Alabama in the college football. I forgot to view my job offers. It's too late now, isn't it? It's too late now. I forgot to review my job offers. No. It's probably too late now. It's too late. And we didn't even make the national championship. We lost to Alabama. Oh my gosh, I am too dumb to be a YouTuber. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's going to be LSU and Clemson in the national championship. So I guess we can see who wins that. We ended up losing to Alabama, and I forgot to view a job offer. So I just wasted an entire season. I know I said this was going to be a 10-year simulation. But, it's time for Coach Ball to retire. No, I'm just kidding. We're not retiring just yet. We're not doing that. We still have 2 years left, even if I have to stay on Florida for one more year because I messed up the thing. But anyway, Lane Kiffin's on Oklahoma now. Oh, my gosh. Dan Lanning's on Oklahoma. What's going on? Or, sorry, USC. What's going on? Lincoln Riley's on my Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. I guess I'll take it. I'll take what we can get. I mean, this isn't about Georgia Tech, so it doesn't really matter. But simulation is always just funny. That's the moral of the story, I guess. Anyway, this season, I guess we're just gonna. No, I was gonna say we force lose every game, but I mean, I want to just I feel like this should count as another season because we'll just say we became a head coach at Florida because technically you left a job for another job, technically, but It didn't matter as we went 5-7 on the season. That is right. In our second to last year, we don't even make a bowl game, which this is our last chance. This is our Hail Mary chance, and we get South Carolina as our best team. It would be good, if we had, what's his name? I can't think of his name. I'm thinking of DJ Lagway for some reason. No, that's Florida, we're on now, but who is it? Why can't I think of his name? It's killing me now. South Carolina's quarterback. What is his name? Oh my gosh. I can't think of it for the life of me for some reason now. I'll probably think of it at the end of the video, which, I have 1 minute left to think about it. Get Scheme Guru now that I think of it, but can't really do anything about that. But we ended up going 3-9 last season. Let's see how we can do this season. We actually have Florida for our first SEC matchup, so that's kind of cool. But I always hate it when I do that. Whenever I just say there's a spoiler, first of all, for me, personally. Now, see, I was going to say something, but I cut it all out already. Okay, so just ignore all that. You're already watching at this point. So, if you're still watching, by the way, shout out to you, first of all, and like and subscribe if you want. I post 2 to 3 videos a day. I already said that in this video, but we ended up going 5-7. I was going to say, I always hate when I do that, when I give away spoilers for the videos. Or when I do that whenever I'm watching videos where I just, watch a video and then, he gets to, the first round of the college football playoff and it's just, there's, 2 minutes left. So you just, know that he's going to lose or something. It's just whenever I do that. It's not when YouTubers do that. It's just me personally when I do that. I hate when I do that for just whatever reason. I don't know why I do it and I don't know how to stop it. Because I'm basically a perfectionist. That's what it's called. Where I have to for time, it has to land on either 5, has to be a repeating number 3-3, 2-2, whatever, or it has to be landing on 0 or 5 or something like that. So it either has to be 1-1-1, 2-2-2, 3-3, 4-4-4, 5-5-5. We're not going after 6. Okay, we're not doing that. Because obviously you can't go after 60 minutes. But sorry for the yap sesh there. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. It was kind of a failed video. It's kind of dumb, not going to lie. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, goodbye.